Yo, what is up, guys? So today we're gonna watch. I don't even know what to call this deck because it legitimately has like everything in it. I mean, we're talking Shaddolls, we're talking like some Fluffle cards, we're talking heroes, and then out of nowhere, one of the cards comes out that you wouldn't even expect because you'd be like, wait, why would you? I don't know. Fun decks. You made a really cool deck. This guy Hades over here is actually playing something a little bit interesting as well, and it looks like it's supposed to be like an Earth deck. I think is this supposed to be the theme of his deck. I mean, these duels are pretty hype. But anyways, SLAYDRA is being made. It's gonna go ahead and special summon that Destiny hero that is level 1. That's basically what it's used for. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and now use Level Eater's effect and start eating levels off of the Malicious. We're gonna go ahead and make Scoldy and cycle through some cards. Then Level Eater's gonna go ahead and eat another level off of Malicious so we can get an extra monster. And then Pot of Acquisitiveness is activated, so he's gonna target 3 banished monsters and reset some. And that card is actually really good with Malicious here. But anyways, he's gonna go ahead and attack into the Mrs. Radiant, and then attack into the Rock Spirit. And then we have Crawlers. This is a newer archetype. And then we got the Shaddol window. Going to be adding back Shaddol Fusion over here. I mean, this deck is just all over the place. Like I said, it's kind of cool. I love these kind of decks that work, but you would look at them and you'd be like, no, there's no way it would work. You know how Yugioh from the anime, he kind of just threw in Exodia and just like threw in like random cards, and it just happens to work, alright? Just believe in the heart of the cards, and you could be pulling off these combos too. But the ending is just too hype, like I said. It's just, I didn't believe that this monster was actually summoned. So we're seeing Frightful Patchwork activated over here. And Polymerization is then going to be giving him Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And he's going to go ahead and activate its effect. Now it has 6,400 attack. We also have a El Shaddai window out on the board, so only one special one per turn. But Farfa is over here to banish that card until later, so he can still go off with his special summons. And I'm just like, wait, what the heck is going on here? But he's got the Destiny hero Dangerous over here, and that's going to be also a decent amount of attack, 3,400. His opponent has 2,800 life points left, but the Crawler is activated. It's going to send Global. He's going to make Block Dragon, which actually has 3,000 attack, so it's pretty good. Lets him run over a lot of different things. But Shaddol Fusion goes back to his hand, and he's going to go ahead and add a Vision Hero Vion via the effect of the Shadow Mist over here. And Scoldy going to be cycling through cards. I feel like just random decks just get so much utility off of Scoldy just because just it's so good, and it supports the idea of just running cards that would be a little bit more obscure, and it adds consistency to some of these decks that would be, you know, just strange. So now we've gotten rid of the Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We've got Tregate Wiz with multiple links. It's co-linked, so it's ready to go. Look at this field. It's pretty powerful. Then the Destiny Hero Dasher is going to activate its effect, so it's special summon. But that card is going to die, so it's going to go ahead and give him Scarm. But that also is going to die because he technically has another non-burning Abyss. But he's going to be going off, making Exa Beetle over here, and it's going to go ahead and equip Doomsday Horror. And then he's going to go ahead and summon a Rainbow Dark Dragon, and then banish all of the other dark monsters. And he's just going to go ahead and activate its effect once again. Necrophase getting more cards. A 25,000 attacking Rainbow Dark Dragon for that duel. I thought it was over once we had the Tri-Gate Wizard. That was insane. Amazing, amazing comeback fun decks. And both of these decks, they were really, really interesting. So for any of you guys that want to try out some of these decks, and these decks I would say are fun decks, as the guy's username is. Really cool stuff. So the first deck over here is I want to say it's supposed to be an all Earth deck. That is the theme. Earth's only. I don't even know what to call the other deck because it was just all Earth deck versus question mark OTK. Rainbow Dark Dragon, was that the goal? Because I don't know. We had Burning Abyss in there. We had Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We had D-Heroes. We had Shaddolls. Like, dude, honestly, the deck was all over the place, but it was cool. And that was the point of me sharing this video with you guys. But anyways, for those of you guys that might want to try it out, let me go ahead and just run down through the deck profile real quick. So, triple Block Dragon, triple Giant Rex, 2 Gigantes, 2 copies of the Rock Spirit, 1 Retaliating Sea, 1 Perform Mage Hat Tricker, 1 Mathematician, 3 copies of Sentry Soldier of Stone, 3 Marauding Captain, obviously for the link plays, and we have the Marmoting Captain. We have 3 copies of Block Golem, 3 copies of Gallus the Star Beast, because all you're playing is Earths in the deck. Well, it's all monsters. Then we have 3 copies of Crawler Dendrite. Then we have 2 copies of Crawler Axon, 3 copies of Doki Doki, 1 Maxi, 3 Crawler Spine, 1 Glow Bulb, 1 Dot Scrapper. And then for the extra deck, we're running 1 Tree Beast, 1 Number 41, 3 copies of Diamond Direwolf, 1 Melee of the Trees, 2 Scoldy, 1 Trigate Wizard. Then we have 3 copies of X Crawler Synapthus. Then we have 3 copies of Mrs. Radiant. And then for the other deck, oh gosh, this 60 card deck was spicy, man. Dude, I just didn't believe that he actually pulled that off. Like, again, this is some anime level stuff. Out of nowhere, RKO, Rainbow Dragon with 25k attack. Entertaining, though. Anyways, again, this reminds me of some of the decks that you'd see in the anime. They would just, like, throw things together. I mean, look at this. It's like Brick City, potentially. But if you believe in the heart of the cards, you can do it too. Anyways, Double Rainbow Dragon, 1 Dark Creator, 1 Destiny Hero Dasher, triple copies of Malicious, triple copies of Shadal Beast, 1 Gofu, 2 copies of Squamata, 3 copies of Dark Grepher, 1 Destiny Hero Celestial, 1 Zephyros the Elite, 1 Armageddon Knight, 2 Necroface, 2 Edge Imp Chain, 2 copies of Shadow Mist, 2 copies of Vion, 1 Doomsday Horror. So this actually has a effect where its attack and defense become equal to the number of banished dark monsters times 300. Almost reminds me of like Grand Maju Daiza. I think the theme of this deck was supposed to be dark, but the other guy just stuck with only monsters, which that's pretty impressive. But we got some spells here. Obviously, it worked much better with spells, especially with Allure of Darkness being such an amazing card in dark decks. But next up we have the Sir, the Male Branch of the Burning Abyss, 1 copy of Edge Imp Sabres, or Sabers. Some people prefer other pronunciation. Anyways, we have 1 Farfel, which was actually pretty good. It made his monster go away, and then it came right back. Then we have Graph, the Male Branch of the Burning Abyss, the 1 Tour Guide, the 1 Scarm. So like you just mixed in like everything, and it works. So I can't say anything bad about this deck, man. Then we have 1 Shadal Falco, 1 Level Eater, 1 Destiny Hero Dreamer. You know, I was gonna suggest real quick is 1 for 1. I think just it's a really good card. It technically has a few targets in this deck, but just getting out this is just so big, especially with Malicious. Then we have 3 copies of Allure of Darkness, 3 copies of the old school classic Polymerization. Then we have 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Then we have 1 Fright for Patchwork, which was actually used in the duel. Unfortunately, there was no Fluffles or Fright for Monsters. I don't know, I want to say just start throwing them in here. I guess, again, the theme was all dark, although there was a light over here, so I don't know. Maybe the extract doesn't count. I don't know. But we have 3 copies of Patchwork. Not 2. What? Okay, what? I thought there was 1. Okay, apparently we're running 3 copies of Patchwork. Has science gone too far? Then we have 2 copies of Shadal Fusion, and then the next card was something that I thought was actually interesting. So it's called The Beginning of the End, and it says if there are 7 or more dark monsters in your graveyard, you banish 5 dark monsters from your graveyard to draw 3 cards. Now, what's interesting with this card, you know what I was thinking, because so many decks have like Gofu and Grinder Golem, and some of these link plays are very extensive, and usually by that time you're getting a few monsters in the graveyard. Unfortunately, Scoldy is not dark, but Summon Sorceress, as well as Link Karibo. What is Firewall Dragon? Yeah, okay, he's definitely not dark. He's light. But you definitely have a lot of potential to get out a lot of dark monsters with this. So yeah, if there's 7 or more, like obviously you have to be playing a dark deck, but you banish 5 to draw 3 cards. That has a little bit of potential with some Link decks. Again, in this deck, obviously everything is dark, so it can go kind of fast. But I just thought it was an interesting card, and I expected to see a little bit of play. If there's other link cards, or like, well, cards that go into link cards like Grinder Golem that just let you cycle through, like, you know, several different things in your extra deck. Is it Boreal Dragon? Yeah, it is also dark. So you could just like cycle through, like, you know, a good set of like 4 or 5 dark monsters with that, and then you need 2 more, and then you get to draw 3 cards. So it's you know, better than Pot of Greed. Well, as a condition, but you guys get what I'm saying. Next up, we have 2 copies of Dark Will Dealing, then 1 Creeping Darkness, and then we have 1 Foolish Burial. 2 copies of Pot of Acquisitiveness, which actually was used in the duel. And then we have 1 Different Dimension Reincarnation, 1 Divine Sword Phoenix Blade. And for the extra deck, we have Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, 1 Destiny Hero Dangerous, 1 Wyndham, 1 Beatrice, 1 Exit Beetle, 1 Levia, 1 Dante, 1 Borrelo Dragon, 1 Scoldie, 1 Summon Sorceress, 2 copies of Isolde, 1 of the new Burning Abyss, Cherubini. It's really, the text is too small for me. I need my magnifying glass over there to read it. And finally, Link Karibo. So shout out to you, fun decks. You definitely bring the fun decks, but out of nowhere, the Rainbow Dragon with that amount of attack, definitely hype as heck. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, slap a like on it, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to see more fun Yu-Gi-Oh decks in action.